Welcome to the IVM Podcast Network. Hi, this is Amit Doshi, and I wanted to thank each and every one of our listeners. It's been 2 years since I founded IVM, and it's been an amazing 2 years. We wanted to learn a little bit more about who is listening to our shows, and so we put together a short survey. The survey is anonymous, and we aren't going to be collecting any personal information. I would really appreciate it if you could take a couple of minutes out of your day and go to ivmpodcast.com/survey and fill it out. Thanks, and please keep listening.
All right, please note that the language and ideas presented on the show might not be suitable for everyone. If you're under 18, make sure your mom isn't around. If you're over 80, why is your mom around?
You're listening to Cyrus Says.
On Cyrus Says, we meet Kanita Kadakia Patel, KKP as I like to call her, because we go back a long way. She's actually a person who gives Mumbai Indians their fitness regimen, also I'm told.
Why follow your auntie's advice when you can follow Cyrus Says on Facebook and Twitter to stay updated about the latest shows?
Okay, here on Cyrus Says, I've had it, I can't take it anymore. I've got to decide what to do with my future. And I've decided after spending so many weeks in Germany that is going to be the country of choice. So I just want to take a second here to write to the German consulate and tell them that if they're interested in giving me citizenship, I'm willing to go to Germany, which also helps my beautiful country, India, because we're overpopulated and we should be less. We should be less. So by choice, I'm asking all Indians out there, some of you send some family members abroad. It'll make this country a better country, less populated, and we'll all have a better life. Okay? So here it is. Plug one for Germany. It's called Cyrus Says.
And that's what Cyrus says.
Okay, my guest here on Cyrus Says is a lovely young lady called Kanita Patel, and obviously from the famous Patel family that owns half of Walkeshwar. I'll find out soon. Since I live there, let me give her my list of complaints. Too many Patels. I can't park my car. Do something about it.
Oh, you have no idea. If you're talking about Patel, so before I got married, I used to be Kadakia.
And Kadakia is a far safer name.
I'm telling you, far safer. The reason why, and I had a 10-year US visa. And I told my husband, before I get to Patel, I am going and renewing that visa. Because once I become a Patel, I'm not getting it.
On the other hand, the 10th most popular name in America by now must be Patel.
I'm sure.
And the 9th must be Singh. So it's not like, come on, we run that country now. Let's be frank about that.
I'm sure.
Yeah, that's hilarious actually. I remember 94 when I went to the States for the first time, I actually saw Patel motels. You know, you read about all this and then it's huge, man.
But Patels rule the motels over there.
You think if you say you're a Patel and you go to Patel motel, will you get a discount?
Not at all.
Huh?
Oh, we don't. We are very good with money that way.
Because Hardik Patel is fighting for special status here, while you all have got your own motels in the first world country of America. It's amazing.
We own the entire city. We own the entire New Jersey city.
Yeah, Jackson
there.
Heights. Yeah, you say Patel, 80 people answer. It's ridiculous.
Why do you think they don't want to give us visas anymore? So that's why I got mine when I was Kadakia.
Now Gujarati Manas Chaya, so they have to give. For the next up to 2019 they have to give. After that we'll see what happens. Things may change.
Yes.
Okay, Kanita, but let me introduce you properly. We haven't even mentioned who you really are. You're a sports nutritionist consultant. You run a private practice called Meal Pyramid. Whenever I hear the word private practice, I have dirty thoughts. I'm sorry. I sometimes feel in the English language they should rethink their phrasing. Because, for stupid Indian men like myself, immediately you get sidetracked for no reason. But called Meal Pyramid. Now, Meal Pyramid again takes away the whole feeling of dirty thoughts. Because it's almost like mummies come to give you discipline. Now, pyramid, meal. Begin, if I remember correct, pyramid starts small and goes big as you go up, right? Or is the other way around?
Other way around?
Thank God I didn't build Egypt. God knows. Not that they're doing that well. But yes, so you're going to take us through that. We'll come and talk about that specifics in a second. But you hold a graduate and postgraduate degree in dietetics with research in sports nutrition.
That's right.
Let me correct myself and put my tongue back in my mouth. Dietetics.
That's right.
I said it wrong the first time.
Yes, you did.
Dietetics. It doesn't even sound like a word. Gujarati chu? Huh? Dietetics. Is it really a word or is it
Yes,
like
it's a degree.
I'm not denying it. Can you show, please? Can you show? And from the Patel School of Commerce in Hounslow, London, dietetics. I had no idea. So, and also Oxford College, London. Now, this is a very known establishment.
Yeah.
So, you went to Oxford?
So it's a online course actually. So it's a diploma done online. So I didn't go there.
Kanita, this is like Kariya College in Mumbai. I've been there with a K.
Yeah,
How can you go to a college which spells Kariya with a K
Similar
and expect
to
to get a good degree?
Rahul Gandhi's degrees, na?
Ooh! Be careful, huh? He might come back. Apparently,
edit it.
he's reinventing himself. No editing. Sports Dietetics Association Australia. So
That's right.
this is a further degree, is it?
I studied masters nutrition, and then I kept doing short-term courses because it's very difficult to then again go and sit through a course for a couple of years. So I did a lot of diplomas, certifications, which most of them are all online.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
So it's more like refresher courses
Yes,
to keep yourself
yes,
going
something
through.
like that,
But let's
yeah.
go back to the main thing, dietetics. Now, this word, I want to spend a minute on it because I've really never heard this word. It's not called nutrition or nutritionist.
No, of course, no, there is nutrition. So
what is the difference?
So the difference is basically when you do your bachelor's degree, it's actually a bachelor's of home science, specialized in nutrition or specialized in dietetics.
So you're a bachelor, but you're a female.
Followed by
So bad, so terrible. Oh,
bad.
I'm banishing myself to the first Patel Motel and I'll hide in the lobby. I'll not come out.
followed by masters as well. Now
Yes,
the difference
so you're a
between
masters,
dietetics,
he
yes,
says.
I am. Difference between dietetics and nutrition is dietetics is more clinical. In the sense, it requires a more understanding about diseases and curing of those things, whereas nutrition is more for, say, categories of people working out in the gym, sports, public health nutrition. So it's slightly different in those terms.
So dietetics is more medical is what you're saying.
That's right.
So you're actually more closer to medical sciences and dealing with all that
I am.
than what you
No.
actually landed up doing.
I have studied that, but
Okay.
that's not what I do.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
And I presume that's the tougher one.
Yes, no, they both
Just
in
say
their
na.
own. No,
It'll sound good.
no, yeah, they both in their own sense are very
Why are you being nice?
established
There's no
degrees.
secularism in nutrition. Sab ek nahi hai. One is nutrition is for rich people who are fat and refuse to work. So you have to tell them, now shut your mouth and chew more. Am I right?
Put the fork down.
Put the fork down. We'll come to that. I want to ask you about those 32 times to chew and all. I can't understand this maths-based logic that people have. If you put the thing in your mouth and chew 60 times, then you lose more weight. Somebody's actually told me this. I'll come to that a little later. Let me just finish your introduction. You also now, you worked with Mumbai Indians IPL team.
Yes, I work with the Mumbai Indians.
So that means you must be driving minimum a 7 Series BMW. Because the poorest employee of that company, I'm told, that's Robin Singh, poor chap, he drives a 7 Series BMW, which is slightly old now, 3 months.
Is that your explanation to or introduction to someone who's working for Mumbai?
Why? It's a very successful brand. You also National Cricket Academy, which means what, in Bangalore?
Yes, so it was
Oh, wow.
in Bangalore. It's not there anymore. I used to be a consultant for them, so we used to run a lot of camps at the NCA. It's been off for some time.
This is where
We just
Harbhajan
shifted.
Singh, before your time, threw a big tantrum as a young boy because they were giving him chawal every day and he wanted, being a North Indian, he wanted roti. I'll come to that also because in India, food can become a huge dividing issue also.
It is.
And I've seen it at shoots.
It is.
When we work with different regions and people and backgrounds and all, they get really upset when they don't get their ghar ka khana for some time. You head the nutrition department at the Exercise Science Academy by ACSM. What is that?
That's American College of Sports Medicine.
Wow. And where's that?
So ACSM gives us a certification. So we are the most official certified academy by ACSM in India. So we have an academy that we run just for the sake of space at BKC at Ascend International School.
I think America's taken over BKC. This is my own belief. Do not tell anybody about this. They're
This has
creeping
nothing to
and
do
taking
with
over that whole
America.
area. First, the American embassy moved there. Now you've got this ACSM.
But that has
pretending to
nothing
do
to do
exercise. Their citizens are running all over amok out there and we are doing nothing about this. We'll call that Mr. Fadnavis' office right now.
and you want to go to Germany.
Yeah, I do. It's lovely, Baba. Kirit, I can't tell you, the people don't touch. First rule, nobody touches you. You walk on the streets, nobody touches you. Nobody. Nobody stares at you, and if they do, they're Indians. And then they stare at you too much because they sort of recognize you. That I won't get into that.
It's,
Very embarrassing, but lovely place. Yeah, weather was good, architecture is nice, food is nice.
Oh, that's where you were when you were on your leave.
Yeah, I during the Euro Cup time I was there. So
I was in Delhi Part 2, which is London. Basically.
Delhi party, oh God. Okay.
This
You learn Punjabi.
This time of the year, you are actually banging into people who are just talking in Punjabi. in
And very
London.
slow Punjabi because of British accent, nah? So it's like if they were to abuse, it would take 15 minutes to say MC or BC. Even the Gujarati drawl becomes very funny, nah?
Yes,
When you hear it in
yes,
London.
yes.
Su chale chave. You know, it throws you. It just throws you for a minute. But when you miss India, when you're abroad, when you hear an Indian accent in a foreign thing, it actually makes you quite happy.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what's wrong with us. We hate this country and yet we love this country. So when we hear that, we again get nostalgic and get those feelings. But I love Indian drawls. It just drive me mad. Now let's get back to you and your life. So let's talk about your background. So you got in. Why did you get into dietetics?
So this may get a little serious for
No,
your
please
show.
get serious because
but,
we want to inspire people to join your profession. And I was thinking, why would anyone get into that right now? Although now, of course, there
Now,
seems to
of
be obviously
of course,
a big...
yeah, but that time was very different when I did it. I wanted to become a cardiac surgeon. And,
1 minute. That's a huge drop, but don't
I
mind.
know.
Cardiac surgeon?
I know. And I got a seat somewhere in Nasik.
Cardiac surgeon.
I got a seat somewhere in Nasik. And,
so what's wrong with Nasik?
My father refused to let me go.
It's very close to RSS headquarters.
Yeah.
Short pants, my favorite job in the world.
And a little rebel
so Dad
in
said
me.
No. Dad said no
yeah,
about
Dad said no. So,
sending the daughter alone to unknown territory.
Yeah. So a little rebel in me just went and said that, you know what, hell with you, I'll just do something else. And I just applied and I got
But you knew there was wine in Nasik at that point? No. Lots of wine. The Samants grew a lot of wine there.
Oh God, I should have thought of that. Damn it.
Your dad would have come with you.
Yeah.
Just drop me off.
He was a beer drinker, but I think he would have started a brewery.
See, those are different generations. They didn't have the access to so much wine as now.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about, you said no to cardiac thing. And
I didn't say no. I had no choice but to give it up.
So medicine went out.
Medicine
so in a
went
sense,
out.
you're still in the medicine field.
No. So dietetics is a paramedical field, and I chose to take it up. Interim, while I was doing that, my father my father got very unwell, and then I started studying further. Sole reason was to help him, and but at some point I think it was just too depressing to be into dietetics, and I just decided to change my focus and do happy things like sports nutrition, and then that's what I did. And
but there was no hard luck story in the family or friends about someone being fat or...
Myself.
You were?
Uh-huh.
Okay, now people can't see you, but you're very, very slim. So were you
I used to
actually large, or is it like Amitabh Bachchan's story about lying on the pavement?
No,
I heard that he was in a 5-star hotel.
Unfortunately, I've burnt all my photographs because they're just embarrassing. But
Why?
I'm sure from somewhere someone can remove
wedding
one.
photograph will be there.
No, not
somebody's
wedding. I was a baby that time. I was fat. And I was fat.
So this is a very important part of your story.
Yes.
Were you really fat?
I was really fat.
Give me statistics.
Say 85 kgs when I was 16 years old.
You know, you were really fat.
I was really fat. So there was a point in my life when I was eating food, and my father just took the plate away. And he's like, "You're not eating any more food."
So you took his plate?
No. So I was like, "Dude, are you serious? You're not going to give me food? You just need to lose weight." And all he gave me was a skipping rope in my hand, and he said, "Start skipping. You need to lose weight."
85 kilos is a lot.
I was fat.
But
I'm hot now.
No one will believe you were 85. So how did you... And one sec, you're 16 at this point. So that must have been a terrible period, no? Because all the other girls...
Very embarrassing stage of my life.
Boys are looking at the other girls and whatever, all that nonsense.
So I was extremely introvert because of those reasons.
Did they make you feel bad?
They didn't make me feel bad, but then you yourself have such poor self-esteem that you don't look at other people in general. You don't go and speak to people. And, you know, it's just... It was not a very happy stage of my life.
And then you tend to eat more to get over it.
Exactly. So that becomes a vicious cycle.
So now you know my problem. We're joking about this, but this must be huge.
Yes.
So then, although the cardiac thing didn't work out, in the back of your mind is almost like the right place to go. Because you wanted to reinvent yourself and also understand...
I landed, it did good for me.
How did you lose weight? How did that happen?
So I took up running. Mm-hmm. And my father was...
Come on. I can't believe that suddenly, you know, I mean, after years of being fat and this and that, it just doesn't go overnight.
Yeah, it did. Because the day he took the plate away from me, and I'm not exaggerating, something in my head was like...
Like a Hindi film moment.
Yeah.
We'll play music. Say it again.
No, ta-dang, ta-dang. I'm going to prove this to you, Dad. I'm going to be a rebel. I'm going to lose all my weight. But I did. And that's what happened.
Any sisters or brothers?
I have an older brother.
And is he like normalish size?
He was bloody thin.
Oh God, so that didn't help either.
Yeah, so the only way I could win him was if I just sat on him and he would just lose the fight. So it was very easy to win a fight with him.
So the moment he took the plate, something changed you became like steel-willed and you said, okay, no more food?
I just got very upset. And I wanted to prove myself more than anything else. And, you know, it was...
So who guided you? I mean, I'm sure there was no idea at that point.
No one. So he used to walk on the beach and I said, you know, I'm just going to go
Dad?
start. My father. And I went...
Early morning?
No, he was an evening person, not a morning person.
Okay.
So I started walking on the beach and I found, I'm mentioning him, but it's been years since I've seen him. He used to be a runner and I used to see him on the beach running long distances. And I approached him randomly.
Who?
Someone called Mr. Eugene. He used to be a long distance runner. In fact, he's
God, if you were a male and he was a female, you would have been put in jail. But now it's different because you're the female and he's the male and he was a runner. And okay, go on.
And he helped me a lot.
So he was like a long distance...
He was a long distance runner. He used to just run on the beach for passion. And I started...
And when you approached him, you were still 85 kilos?
Yes.
But he took you seriously. He
He
didn't
took me
laugh and say-
seriously, and he just did it out of passion, out of help, and there was nothing, no,
So like a role model, and you started
something
following
like
him?
that, yeah.
And how long did it take?
It took me time. But I started seeing results too soon, and people around me were very happy. And I think my education side by side was helping me make certain
So you started
sensible
changing your
decisions. I did. I wouldn't say diet, but I did start understanding what I was eating, then just randomly giving up foods. So even those small changes were helping me. So I lost a lot of weight over
and
a period of 5
so
years.
to look like this, how long did it take you?
It took me one baby to look like this, because I think
So
at
you were
the-
pregnant all along. That's why you were 85. Eugene is a liar. What, you didn't have to run. You said go and remove the baby and you were fine. I've been saying this to many women. I meet them and say, you're not fat, you're pregnant. Don't feel bad about yourself. Help me take your baby out of your stomach. No, come on.
So yeah. No, but I'm serious. I'm my thinnest thin after my baby. My baby is a year and a half old. She's 18 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there's a whole transformation which has happened over, like a lifestyle change which you've
Lifestyle
done,
change,
which includes
completely.
food and everything else. So let's now get back on track and talk a little bit about dietetics. You've learned it. You come out of the course. What do you do then? What are your options?
So our options is to work in a hospital. For dietetics, it's usually to work in a hospital or run a private practice.
Where fat kids come and you tell them not to eat.
Yes, private practice for nutrition. So it can burst your bubble and you don't start getting dirty thoughts. So so we can. These are two major options, or get associated to doctors, clinics, and work like that. But that's dietetics. Nutrition, you can work for gyms. You can work for sports institutes. You can teach. Lecturing is very big. So you
And it's a
can-
huge market now. No?
Yeah,
I can't think of any day where you don't hear a conversation between some people discussing their weight.
Oh.
One way or the other.
No.
I mean, nobody in this room, and there are a lot of us sitting here, only
Cyrus.
two of us are talking.
I love what I do,
Yeah.
but I hate when I socialize.
Yeah.
Because the moment I'm
Everybody wants your
introduced,
advice, yeah.
no, I'm introduced. Please, me, she's Kinita.
Yeah.
She's a nutrition. Oh, you are. I need to lose 2 kgs. You know, my problem is in the morning I don't eat anything, and then
Correct.
directly I eat dinner, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, nice to meet you. And
Yeah.
that's the reason I hate socializing. And then I think if it happens to a nutritionist where people just start vomiting their diet in front of a person in a party, what would happen to gynacs?
Absolutely. Very good thought.
Good thought.
So I'm just thinking, see, doctors, you guys, doctors, brokers, these are the kind of people, whoever catches them, they just want advice for some reason.
Dentist. Open the, this wisdom to that.
And in the new age terrorists also. You know, so who did you kill? Who did you bomb recently? You know, that's another group. But yeah, that's amazing. It must be very irritating. We'll take a quick break.
Sure.
When we come back, I want to talk about all the wonderful people you've worked with, like at the Mumbai Indians,
Yes.
especially, and the Cricket Academy. Lovely stories that she's going to share about all the men who came on to her from the Indian cricket team, Mumbai cricket team, Bangalore team. Because they're
Maybe
very
I
badly
can
built.
help you. I heard you played cricket in your pants for the longest time.
That's a metaphor for not being able to succeed, for being stuck, not being able to grow. Anyway, we'll take a break. We'll come back. Kinita is going to talk to us, but her new name after an 85 kg drop is Skinita.
That's
Not
right.
Kinita. Skinita when we come back.
Hello there, my name is Naveen Narona, and as a gay person in India, I get asked a lot of stupid questions.
Beta, is it LGBT or eligibility?
How do 2 men procreate?
Bro, is Grindr better than Tinder or what?
We answer all these questions and much more on my podcast, Keeping It Queer, where I talk to individuals from the LGBT community in India and learn about their personal stories. Catch new episodes of Keeping It Queer every Monday on Audioboom, iTunes Global, SoundCloud, YouTube, or generally any of the podcasting apps. In fact, you can now download the IVM podcast app and listen to it. Happy listening.
All right, we're with Kinita, who's discussing my son now, 13-year-old young boy who's lost 14 kilos, and we can't find them. We want to put them back on, but he refuses to. And this is the problem that we're joking about it, but it's really something that urban world globally is a huge issue, which is that just people are just can't get their head out of this whole weight struggle.
Yeah.
And I don't think anybody's ever happy.
Yeah.
It's not just women, it's men as well.
No, of course.
So I have to lose 2 kilos, I have to lose 5 kilos, I have to lose 10 kilos. So
Yeah.
some it's chronic, like in your case,
Yeah.
and for some it's less. But it's still like a disease which never ends.
It
I want to
is.
ask you one question, and it don't affect your work ever. Do you ever feel we overdo it?
Yes, we do it. We definitely overdo it at multiple stages, because I think weight, once you have achieved it, it's just a very greedy feeling.
But there's no satisfaction.
There is
really.
no satisfaction. Really, there is no point where you want to tell yourself, okay, this is it. You
are
know
we
what
too
now?
vain, Kinita? Or are we insecure?
No.
What is the reason?
No, the problem is a lot of hype about being slim and not fit.
Really?
Okay, so it really affects for women definitely. For men, I'm happy men are fitness conscious, because for the longest time it was for women who just wanted to lose weight and be thin. But now men have become so conscious, but they are sensible. Okay, I'll be very honest, because they are not into the weight struggle. They are into looking fitter. They want to work out. They want to exercise, and even a basic gym goer wants to come and say that should I take a protein shake? I just want to get fit.
And which area should I put it in? Sometimes they don't know they have to drink it. No, I met a guy like that. I'm not joking. It's ridiculous. Indian men can be so stupid.
Yeah,
Germany, this doesn't happen. But it's written in German on the back of the label. Tell me, sorry.
No. All women want to do, what is it that I should not eat because I want to get thin? You rarely meet women who say, I want to get fit. Yeah. So it's very unfortunate.
And what is this whole, I won't touch a carb ever in my life?
Unfortunately.
I've met a lot of women who say, I can't eat it, it's carbs. I can't eat bread, I can't eat roti, I can't eat bhaja, I can't... What's going on?
I don't know. Why do they do that to themselves?
Okay, people can't see you, but you're really thin. Tell me what you eat.
I love carbs. I love pizza. I
love pizza? I cannot believe that.
Come on, it's life, right? It's pasta, pizza, bread, roti, chapati. How can an Indian give up carbs? We live on roti and rice.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just how much quantity, what time of the day, what type of carb suits you, because...
So you are careful about your pizza. It's not like you have pizza all the time.
You can't. Come on, Cyrus.
No, I can't because of money, but you can.
No, of course.
You work for Mumbai Indians. Pizzas probably sponsor you. So how much, jokes apart, how many pizzas do you have? How much do you eat?
I eat well. I have a good appetite, actually.
Would you eat a full...
If I sat to eat, I could eat the whole Domino's pizza.
Really?
Yes, I
full,
could.
all the dough, the bread part?
That's the best part.
I know, but you would eat it, right?
Yes.
The 12-incher, the full thing.
The full thing. With the toppings.
Just getting a call from Domino's. They want her to be a brand ambassador. Amazing. They want you back at 85. How fast can you do it?
That's not happening.
So what you're saying is the secret to nutrition has got nothing to do with...
type of nutrient.
Yeah, it's more to do with how you eat and how much you eat.
Timing of the day, how you eat. At 12 in the night, if you're going to start eating pizza, that's not going to do well for you.
What if you're a watchman and that's the working hours? I mean, there are people who work in the night, for example. What do they do?
No, but you're right, actually. So you have call center people who are working in the night, but then the whole cycle is different. So then you work the shift around. So that's the problem. These days, diets are taken off the net. People just read something and they just start following. But you need to have them individualized. So when I'm sitting, and I'm sure she would back me up, when I'm sitting, it's very, you sit, you discuss, you talk. Not everybody wakes up at 6, not everybody wakes up at 11. So if you're starting your day at 11, your breakfast has to be 12 o'clock. I can't tell you to eat lunch at 12, So it changes. And the more individualistic it is, the more successful.
What about this whole blood type debate thing that somebody got me hooked on?
No.
Saying if I'm AB, for example, so you have to avoid this meat and that vegetable.
I'll be very strong in my reaction. It's rubbish.
Really?
Yes. I'll be very strong in my reaction.
I've spoken to a couple of people so they stick to the food groups that they were prescribed, or more importantly, stay away from other food groups, not just for weight, but also for health.
Yes, so when you withdraw a certain food group, you are going to lose weight.
So it doesn't really matter what. It's just because you've taken like a maths
remove
puzzle.
One full food group.
It's like when you have one girlfriend and then you have two girlfriends.
Yeah, you become poor. When you have one, you're rich.
Well, in some ways you're rich when you have two. When you walk down the street, the other guy's like, yeah, two girls. Great. I don't know why we came up with that ridiculous metaphor. No so you're saying blood group diet rubbish, is it?
Yeah.
Every few months we get these new diets. That's why I'm asking.
Right. So there is blood group, and then you have Madonna did it. So it was called the...
Yeah, but have you heard her sing?
Air diet.
Whatever she ate didn't help. God.
You know what's the air diet?
Which is what?
Basically, you just have air.
Really?
You don't eat anything.
Oh my God. So what?
Cotton ball diet.
No, what is it? Air diet means what? So you don't
stop eating food.
Oh God.
And I'm serious about this.
Okay, what's cotton ball diet?
Eat cotton balls, because then when you eat cotton balls and drink lots of water, the cotton swells in the stomach and then there's no place for food, so you're full.
This is a joke or real?
I am serious, Cyrus.
I
know it's a show, but I'm serious.
I mean, people do that?
I hope people don't do that, but it happens. So then you have these sad diets as well, which I wouldn't call diet, they're just stupidity, such as... intravenous.
Yeah.
So what you do is you don't eat food. You just, put yourself on drips and saline. So at least you're not
No,
getting...
but that's a mentally sick person.
So that's why I
completely.
said stupidity. Yeah.
But what about this chewing thing? Somebody told me if you chew 32 times every bite, you'll end up eating about 40% less food than what you are eating right now.
Logically, that would happen, but that's just silly mathematics. I mean, I don't think...
I know. I also thought the thing is they say with such confidence. So, Brocha, ek kaam karo, just chew 32 times every single bite and see the difference.
I think
See the difference. And I said, but it's very boring to do, by the way. Huh?
Of course
And if
it is
anybody's
boring.
listening to the program, I challenge you to go right now. Just take anything and chew it. Just take peanuts
32 times.
and just chew it for 32 times.
I think 32 times is just for the sake of giving you a ballpark rather than just saying...
But what
that
happened to your life? You're sitting there counting. Imagine the world is fire in the building and you're going, 71, I'm coming, auntie. Mr. Mera, I'm coming, 1 minute. 18, 19, 20. I think it's just, how can you go for like a Chinese restaurant thing with the family and all that, and everybody's eating and talking and you can't answer? Cyrus, how much did you get in physics? 1 second. It's 18, 19, 20.
So that's the point. But I don't think in a Chinese restaurant you can even chew tofu for 32 times. It's just going to swallow down your throat.
Yeah, so this is also, so all these are wrong, is it?
I'm not saying it's wrong, but it's just let's look at the other side of it. Chew your food. That's what it means.
And then spit it on the person next to you. Because that way you didn't consume anything. I think that would be
Right.
like the most sensible thing to do.
Yeah, but having said that, spitting it out also gives you a certain kind of a mind link where you feel satisfied. So, I'm
Really?
seeing this Gatorade bottle on the table.
No, this is protein shake. I
Okay,
use the
protein
Gatorade
shake.
because I mix it in this.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So,
But this is weight gain. I'll tell you about what I have. This is Ronnie Coleman weight gain. Because I feel I'm incredibly small.
Okay.
But I'll come and talk to you later about that. No double meaning. Behave yourself. What kind of woman is this? She's worse than I am. I'm still stuck on her 85
it's
kg.
just that hoarding of cricket in pants. I
Yeah,
just can't
yeah.
get over it.
I know. But like I told you, I would be playing for Mumbai Indians otherwise. You would have known me. Yeah.
Damn,
Which comes to...
I'm glad I don't have to give you a diet for your cricket play. Seriously.
I wouldn't listen. I can't follow anything for more than 3 days. No, but let me just ask you quickly before we get into Mumbai Indians. So what you're saying is these fat diets, and with the internet, there are so many of them. Let's be honest. If you type in, you can just find a diet that'll suit you. You'll find one that you say, I like this diet,
Yeah.
like the cotton ball thing.
Yeah.
So most of these diets you're saying are not something that should be taken seriously. Am I right?
Of course not. None of the plans that you get off the net, should be taken seriously. If there is something that is the same for everybody, should not be taken seriously. 3, if somebody is giving you a sheet of paper and just telling you, okay, this is what you need to follow, do not take it seriously. What needs to be taken seriously is your routine, your lifestyle, your requirements.
But everyone can lose weight.
100%.
Everyone can change their weight
Of course.
and the way they look.
Of course.
So if you're out there and because you're an example of that, someone with low self-esteem at some point in your life,
Yes.
You can come back and have,
with the bang.
with a bang.
Can come back with the bang.
and still eat pizza correctly.
So I'll tell you, it's very easy to lose weight. What's challenging is to maintain it.
Right.
Okay, anybody can lose weight. I can make anyone lose weight sitting across the table, but I know the problem will come once they go and how to help them maintain. So it's very important to explain. So, a lot of people, consultants, nutritionists, dietitians, they sit and they tell the person what to eat, but they don't explain what they're eating.
So the metaphor here is like marriage. It's very easy to get married, but to go back again and again, years after year, that's the difficult, challenging part. And I'm married now, just check Google. I think it's about 14 years. So I understand where you're coming from. I think that is the big challenge
That is the
for
challenge.
everyone.
It's
Because
maintenance.
we have a certain lifestyle which we tend to want to go back to, right?
Correct. So if you wean your diets off in a fashion where you're pretty much there, then you don't even feel
and
like...
don't lose those foods that you like, because what your life mein aur kya hai?
Exactly.
You take away our food. I was thinking as you grow older, what else is there?
90-10 ratio in diet planning should always be there. 10% 10% of things that you like should be consumed even when you're following the diet according to me.
Only 10%? I thought 90%.
10% is once a week you can eat something.
अगर मैं
yeah.
10% minus किया तो I should get some results anyway, na? Can we switch? I want to change my dietitian. She's very strict, yaar. Okay, let's talk Mumbai Indians. How do you land that job?
Mumbai Indians happened interestingly, and because I was with NCA before that, and I got approached.
Okay, so how do you get into NCA? Because now how do you get into the cricket world?
I don't know. It just happened. I come from a very simple background, family background, just very passionate.
But did you apply for the job, or you met someone in a bar, or how does it? There was some romantic story.
I would have loved that,
Huh?
but when I was drunk, I met
Sachin
someone from
Tendulkar saw you.
NCA.
Sachin Tendulkar saw you in a bar and forgot he was married for a second and said, Miss Patel, how are you?
Oh my God. Nerves kadake that time.
Huh.
But
well put, huh? So that means if it happened, there was a chance. I can tell Sachin. He doesn't know. Huh.
when I did sports nutrition, I still remember my mother telling me, Beta, su karse sports nutrition karine. Who is there in this country? Nobody is interested. I said, till Sachin is playing, I'll figure out somebody
but
will
she's
hire me
right.
in
About
sports
8 to
nutrition.
10 years ago, I would say
There was
nobody.
nothing.
Zero.
There was zero.
Yeah.
I was a fool to put in 2 years according to people. But it was such a passionate subject for me that I just had to do it. And I came out.
I think IPL is very responsible for all this because they brought in the whole professionalism of like the American sports,
Correct.
getting all these guys together,
So then
mentor
the
guide.
tennis happened and the football leagues happened, so and kabaddis happened.
There's no
so,
end to it now.
So suddenly sports is, thank God for small mercies. It is.
So
very
then,
great.
National Cricket Academy, who were the first cricketers you worked with, famous ones?
No, so NCA we used to have our camps over there, and all these biggies used to come over there for their rehabilitation because that's what NCA
So
was.
basically,
And my
when they
first.
break up with their girlfriends, then they come there, they rest for a few weeks.
Yeah, because when they break up with the girlfriends, they break a knee and then they have to
Yeah,
get that knee
fair
sorted.
enough.
So
They're
then,
in bad shape
They come
and
for
you-
rehabilitation
yeah.
there. So one of my favorite cricketers I met for the first time, but I still remember when I sat across the table, I had to be very professional, and it was Rahul Dravid, and I was so happy to see him. But I think everyone over there is just so chilled out, so you can't get all hyper about it.
And Rahul Dravid is very fit, right? I mean,
Yeah,
he
he's
looks
very
after
fit, so you
himself.
like working with people who are already so
He's
fit.
also an intelligent, well-spoken guy, so I'm presuming that he would be someone easy for you to work with.
Yeah.
But then must be some challenges along the way in the sense that young guys who don't want to listen or who don't follow or pretend to follow.
No, the young guys are the ones who follow, Unmukh Chand and all are people who
Really?
are just, they are,
Unmukh Chand is where I'm very impressed.
they are so much.
Under
into
19
it.
captain, not bad. And now playing for Mumbai Indians. Oh, that's right. You work with them. Huh.
I met him at the camp and he was very promising even that time. And
So you're telling me this whole new generation is paying attention to diet and
very,
focus
very, very focused.
and ask you questions, important questions and all?
Absolutely, from
Like,
Unmukh to
why are you
Jaidev.
married, ma'am? You're so pretty. You have to be
I
careful.
wasn't married that
Oh, that time you
time.
weren't.
Come
Very
on.
convenient.
But yeah, and that's how NCA happened. And I think then there's just exposure to the cricket world. And
So
then
did you have to read up about cricket? Because I'm thinking now the diet and nutrition for cricket is different from, say, for footballers or rugby
diet
players.
and nutrition, even in cricket, for the
Bowlers,
cricketers,
batsmen,
is very
wicket-keepers.
different. From a fast bowler
Correct.
to a batsman.
So you have to do a whole refresher course of your own now and trying to figure out
That's
the...
why I did all these courses, right? So I
Okay.
would keep updating myself because that's the only way you stay in loop.
Right.
And it helps. I don't need to go back to basics, but a little bit of tips here and there do open your mind to good ideas.
Okay, so now let's rush into Mumbai Indians for a second. You got to deal with also
You love
foreigners.
Mumbai Indians.
I like cricket, so
Like cricket?
yeah. Actually, I was more with Rajasthan Royals while they were still a team because I used to do some events with them. So I got to meet Rahul Dravid a few times.
He's an amazing person.
Did he meet you in a towel? Because for me, it was always towel.
No, he sat across the table in shorts and an NCA t-shirt.
For me, across the table with a towel, sometimes without a towel. It all depended on what time of
That's
the day.
not a sight I want to see.
And then he requested me to come in a hand towel once. And,
Dravid ji, sorry if you're listening to this.
I don't know what Dravid ji, but Rahul is. All right, let's get back to Mumbai Indians. So how do you deal with the guys like, say, Kiran Pollard and Sean Pollock and, I mean, from culturally diverse,
So that's the
situations?
biggest challenge when
Would they take you seriously? I don't want to be rude, but sometimes, they
They
perhaps-
didn't initially, but I think Mr. Rahul Sangvi, who's the manager, is quite a taskmaster. They didn't have a choice but to. I'm assuming they didn't have a choice but to take everything seriously. And now they have realized that, this is how it's going to be and this is what is going to get served and this is what they need to eat. So
come on, tell us some incidents. There must be a couple of incidents you've had dealing with maybe the foreigners or the new Indian boys.
No, you have an
Or-
incident with Sachin Tendulkar where
Really?
he would. So
He's a hardcore non-veggie, no? He doesn't like his...
No, it was not about that.
Likes his
When the
fish and all
first
too.
time
Yeah.
I started working with them and I started giving them their plans for the practice days are different, match days are different. They have practice matches. Even those days, the menus plans are different. Plans are different. So
So you have practice food for practice matches.
yes.
And then the
No,
real
we have food
the-
for practice matches. It's not practice.
But it's like practice food, no? Because you're...
No, it's not practice food. No,
But
it's
but it's
different.
for the practice match.
No, Mumbai. See, working with IPL is very challenging.
I can
because
see. I couldn't even understand this much.
They travel a lot.
Yeah.
So dealing with the caterers in whichever city.
Oh, right.
they
You have to
are-
keep changing the hotel.
Exactly. So it gets very challenging. Having said that, I'll give you one funny story. So for one of the practices, I had decided to withdraw bananas. And
Again,
there
a
was-
vulgar moment in my show.
well, I got a call from the middle
But
of
why?
the practice.
Isn't bananas good for you?
No, it was. I was
Potassium.
No, so the practice was more of a small scale skill practice. It was not a very active, exhausting practice. So there was no need to put a huge high calorie food over there.
Okay.
So there was very limited components to be served, and banana was not a part of it.
Plus there was a banana shortage in India.
No, there
God
wasn't.
forbid.
And I got a call saying that Sachin Tendulkar banana मांग रहे हैं.
Wow.
है नहीं. I said, मत दो. If it's not there, it's not there. But then, so such requests come.
But
and
did he get
and
upset that he found out that you had forbidden them and all that?
Yes.
So did that?
Yeah.
So then what happened?
Nothing happened. I mean, they just then there are feedbacks that come.
He's the
because-
richest cricketer in India, one of the most powerful figures, and he couldn't get a banana.
Yes.
Sachin couldn't find his banana.
He
Headlines.
couldn't find his banana.
Kirita responsible for Sachin's banana being hidden.
And then you have your international players who love their meat and who
Yeah.
like the like Pollard, they like their chunks, etc. So there would be certain preparations where you're not all the time serving a roast chicken, or the plan does not, the nutrition plan does not allow you to give certain kind of meat. So say a stir-fried chicken would be served, and with some
he
salty
didn't like that.
vegetables, and then I would get a call. The big guys need that big meat, so you'll have to figure it out. So they
So you
like
have to
that.
compromise.
Yeah. No,
It's just
so
like
then
politics.
You
Keep the West Indians happy, keep the
it's
South Africans happy.
feedback.
Yeah.
So even their
But how do you
plans.
compromise on this? Because you've got a plan in place. You want them to hit a certain dietary requirement because you believe that's going to help them reach their goal. So how do you compromise?
No, I don't compromise. I then put in the best that I can do. So then I put in certain kind of preparations that I know will not affect their requirement. So
But it's an amazing story. I just want to know, do they come and then get upset with you because they find out? Because I was just thinking, food is a huge issue. All right, no matter what work you're doing in life, it happens on shoots also. And if you remember this, what's his name, Jeremy Clarkson, misbehaving on that famous Top Gear show. Ultimately, it was because he didn't get the steak that he wanted, so he slapped one of the production guys. So deep down, I'm saying culturally, people want the food they want, right? And over a long period of time, 6 weeks of the IPL and all, when you decide that this is going to be the menu, somebody's going to get pissed off a little bit.
no, they don't. No, they don't. See, that's what I'm saying. They take IPL very seriously now because it really
Because they
helps
might get
them.
dropped and lose all the money, so they have to be very careful.
Yeah, and it's a huge scale. It's a huge platform, So your performance, and especially these young guys, their platform is IPL these days. They get picked up and they're directly into IPL, and from there they are into national teams. So they take it seriously. They have their moments, childish moments with them.
So, but tell me one challenge moment. We're about to wind up. Come, tell me
Like
something.
a banana.
Like the banana
Like a dal
story.
chawal. Like they want to eat their dal chawal. So, it's just...
Does Harbhajan Singh give you trouble? Because I heard that he used to give a lot of trouble
He
with
is
the
the
National
nicest
Academy.
person. No, he's
Yeah?
a very, very nice. I met him even at NCA, and I have, met him here as well. And he's a very nice person.
So who's the worst behaved out of all the cricketers that you've been with?
Come on.
No? Okay, who's the biggest eater? Who eats too much?
They're all your
Your Pollards and your outstation boys.
big eaters.
Yeah?
Big eaters.
But are they overweight?
So you
built
cannot call
differently.
them. No, so there's a difference in definition of weight for a sports person and for a non-sports person.
Right.
Because a sports person, a lot of weight is muscle weight. So even though they are overweight, they are muscular overweight. It's the muscle weight that they're carrying. So I wouldn't call him overweight. What would
So you have to
define
check
is
them
are
in
they
the-
fit or not fit.
So you have to check them in the towel. But how the hell are you ever going to
So
know
I
this?
don't do that. The strength and conditioning coach.
Damn it,
does
that's
that.
my job. I wanted that job.
I don't want that job.
Okay, Mr. Pollard, now wear the towel and, play an extra cover drive. Oops, towel came off. Sorry. Put it back on. All right.
And the
Okay,
cricket is still
it's been a
on.
wonderful chat. Kenita, sorry, we're running out of time.
No
I just want to quickly add, you also used to write in a newspaper.
Yes, for the DNA.
Are there any writing commitments now that, obviously, as a nutritionist, there are all kinds of people want to get in touch with you?
Yes, I am. It's. Thank you for the interesting question, but yes, I'm coming up with a book, and the book is called The Athlete in You. It's a guide to eating, playing, and performing like an athlete. A lot to do on my personal experience because I took up running. And I would want people to go out there, play a sport, get fit. And so there are different kind of sports in the book. Pick up a sport, follow the nutrition plan for that sport, and get fit.
Is chess a sport to get fit?
Yeah, for the mind.
Darts? No, for physical fitness also, darts. I just want to know what sports that I like that can be used.
I think we should start with cycling. In your
I don't like
case.
cycling. I don't even like stationary cycling. It just takes too much out of you, too much effort.
Then you should probably just
Tell me
continue
one
playing
thing.
cricket.
If we
You
all
can play
cycle,
cricket.
if we all cycle, what would our drivers do? Think about it. Think about what you're doing to the economy.
I agree with you.
Oh.
And my mind didn't show up today morning. I was very upset.
Your driver didn't turn up?
No.
So did you run on the beach again? No, listen, you've been wonderful, Kenita.
Thank you
so much
Cyrus.
for sharing all these insights. And next year, Mumbai Indians didn't do so well this year. But next year, I'm sure they'll all have lost weight and
Yes,
come back
we are going to
hungry.
get the cup next year.
For sure, they're going to
For
get the
sure.
cup next year.
Yes.
And we'll talk to you soon and hear
Thank
from
you.
you.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Cyrus. Thank
we'll
you.
leave you with this interesting story about Sachin Tendulkar and a banana. Play it again.
If you have any questions for Cyrus, write to us on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Or you can send an email to whatcyrussays@gmail.com.
Okay, Kenita, it's time for our AMA section, and we've got this wonderful guru who comes in, Amit Doshi, proprietor, and he's going to take us through this Ask Me Anything. All right?
All right,
You
so-
get vulgar questions, so I'm warning you right now.
Fortunately, none of these are vulgar. The
Damn it,
first-
Amit! Damn it! I was hoping.
Well, if you want, I can try and introduce some
but
vulgarity.
then we
in
know
the
it came from
question.
you. You see, that's the problem.
okay, all right,
Then she'll
okay.
really be uncomfortable.
Okay.
Let's go with normal question number 16.
All right. So the first question is, what is the one thing that you think every Indian should know about the U.S.? But actually, let me ask you, what do you think they should know about Germany, since you just went to Germany?
Oh, Germany, you'll have to be like me and you'll be fine. Which is, you're fast, you're quick, you love order, and you wake up early, and everything ends on time. Oh, what a country.
Do you know anything about Hitler?
Oh, nah, that's so stereotyped. They're much more than Hitler, for God's sake. They're lovely people. I am in love with Germany. I got nothing bad to say about Germany.
Yeah, no,
It's just
you tell
wonderful.
me that. It was a great trip, right? I mean, like, yeah.
I'm thinking if all Indians had conscription in the army, all Indians do 6 months in Germany, just learn discipline, efficiency,
Right.
which is really there. It's not a stereotype. And they're very friendly and very nice. It's not like they're not.
What's the traffic situation like? I mean, like,
Oh, I am from Malabar Hill, Valkeshwar Marine Drive.
I know.
भाई साहब, मेरे को traffic के बारे में मत बताओ. Okay, wherever you go, it's better. It's a rule law.
Oh, yeah, okay,
What the hell?
I understand
We are
that.
the pothole country of the world.
I understand that it's always
That's the
better.
auto bloody barn.
I understand it's always better wherever you go, but still.
No, there's no. See, we were not in the big cities. Munich,
Oh.
at the end of the day, is not the biggest city in Germany.
Right.
And neither were the other places we went to.
Okay.
So I can't give you a ballpark. I can give you a
No,
ballpark.
so what my memory of Germany is, and I've only been like for a couple of hours once, was that
Couple of hours.
couple of
I've
hours,
never
yeah.
even been there.
yeah, no, a couple
That's
of,
all
no,
good as they were
literally a
going.
couple of hours. It was like literally I had. I had a meeting on the way back from the US, and so it was like I took a flight that
Stopover,
landed at
okay.
12 and I left at 8. So it was like literally like less than a day trip.
That's 8 hours. But anyway,
Yeah, whatever. Okay, well, I mean, like 8 hours minus the exit from the airport, getting to
But it's
where I
very
live.
fast. Everything's very fast.
Well, it still took. This was a while ago. It took some
You
time.
must have been in East Germany in the old days, because this Germany
it wasn't
is very
that
quick.
long ago, but it
The
was a while
Germany
ago.
that he knows that he wants to live is
Yeah, he's pulling down my country. Hey, bro, be careful.
Your
Deutschland,
country!
Deutschland.
But the one thing
Cyrus!
that the one thing that kind of stuck in my mind is they didn't have this sense of like how much distance to keep between cars. Felt like every car was right up against the other.
No, God, what again from us?
At really high speed, it felt like because
We are the car kissers of the world,
Yeah.
and how dare
I
you?
know.
How
I
dare you?
have a strong feeling Germany tourism is going to pick him up as an
Germany
ambassador,
tourism-
because this seems
No, we
this
wash it out
extreme
because
love.
yeah, extreme love and extreme, wrong
No, I
comments.
mean, like-
Incredible Germany, and
But-
you're going to see all his hoardings everywhere.
Damn it!
so you-
Let's just support Poland.
You
Can we
guys-
agree?
Sure. Why not?
All right, sorry. You were also asking about America, so we'll switch
Oh yeah,
from
okay.
Germany.
So America, what do you think
I think
people
Kenita is
should?
the better person to talk to.
About America?
Because she went there, found that there were only Gujaratis in New York, and went berserk. And then
We
her
have
experience.
a city.
Edison.
We own a city. New Jersey is Patel's, okay? And
Apparently,
we,
this is not so far from the truth anymore. It
so-
used to be a joke, but now it's
but
actually true.
It's actually true.
Edison is ridiculous. And mithai dukans with like,
Yeah, you
and
get
it smells.
khakra.
It smells like an Indian, like outside the way that the Indian stores smell. It smells like that. You can smell all the khakra, farsan, gatia,
Gatia, dhokla.
all that you can
Ooh.
smell. Yeah, it's
Yummy.
So, what was the question? What are the things you
just
should remember?
what are the things you should know about the U.S.?
What are the things you should know about the US?
That if you want to go to the US, make sure your surname is not Patel before you get the visa.
Well, yeah, actually, I think it would be very difficult to get your visa with his last name
okay.
Patel.
So that's why I did it when I was a Kadaki and managed a 10-year visa.
And Kadakia, if you pronounce it in a different way, it sounds East European or something. If I'm an
Okay.
immigration
Does it?
guy, I have no idea. Honestly, Kadaki, it could sound like someone
It
from
could be pretty
Croatia.
much anything, yeah.
It doesn't
No,
really have
my name definitely sounds Japanese because
Japanese,
I've
yeah.
heard that, Kenita. So
Right.
I think I can get
a...
a...
What is Kenita? I wanted to ask you. Vinita, is it like similar?
No. So Kenita, so there's a definition and there is no definition. My definition is a Japanese goddess of rain, and actually there's no definition. There's just no meaning to it.
Okay, so it's the name was decided by knowing about the Japanese
I
goddess?
think my father was few beers down.
And had a Japanese girl in his
And
heart.
just decided Kinita.
But it's nice. It's a unique sounding name, at least
It's
here.
definitely a different name, right?
Yes,
I mean,
it
like
is.
Unlike Amit or Cyrus.
Amit, yeah.
Every fourth boy is called Amit.
everybody born in the 70s is named Amit.
Amit, really?
Yes.
Mr. Bachchan, what did you
I know.
do? What did you do?
The next question we have is, what does your best friend Kunal Vijayakar look his best? What
My
makes
best
him look
friend's
the
name
best?
is Mary, and she's a 9-month-old puppy, not Kunal Vijayakar,
Okay.
who's like a 48-year-old Saint Bernard. What does he look best in?
Yes.
Well, let me tell you, he used to wear nothing at home, and he gave me a very interesting reason. He said now that he lives alone in his 2-bedroom mansion in Prabhadevi, Kunal's my friend and needs a nutritionist. He does go to one, but
He
the
looks,
one
he
at
looks
Kensington.
very good in the Modi outfit of his.
In the Modi outfit, yeah. He's Modi without the power, if you're talking fashion. Yeah. So he used to actually, his logic was, I have nobody working at home, so why should I wear clothes? So he walks around in the bath all the time. And then he wore one of these lungis which has all kinds of Sanskrit written on it, which is such a
Right.
I think if anybody saw it, he'd be arrested because
It's like, in
Shlokas
Friends,
on
that
it, yeah.
episode where they keep seeing the ugly fat guy across the
Yes,
window.
yes. That episode is when he was in Jackson Heights for a weekend. That's right. No, but having said that, he's very dandy and does like his clothes. And
Yeah, he is.
We've
He-
noticed when we do plays and TV shows and all that, he's always the guy correcting outfits. I think that's his real love.
Yeah,
So he'll come and he'll pull something and he'll press this, the cravat should come out here, and
So-
he loves it.
Every time I've met him outside of I've met him at your set a bunch of times. That time he's wardrobed out and stuff.
Yeah.
But every time I've met him outside,
Yeah,
like in some,
evening
he's
wear.
always like
Oh,
dressed up.
oh, perfect.
He is like he's
In
like
Germany, he thought he was a member of parliament. He was wearing something around his neck and all that. I don't know what it was. I've not evolved to a point where I can understand his dressing. No, really. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess he's a slick dresser. I guess that's the answer, right?
Let's see if it's worth it. Kinita, you like men who dress well, or do they impress you?
I like the Sanskrit lungi.
The Sanskrit lungi. No, there's no culture in the world which thinks that's the right choice or appropriate choice. Yeah. All right, I think
All
that's
right,
enough.
that's all I got.
Kinita's got to go. She's got to get people in shape. Okay, catch us on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Beyond Pod, any of the podcasting apps. Please, we beg you, we need you. If you have any questions, write to us online, and you can mail us as well. We will answer. We have a doctor in the house called May.
And that's what Cyrus says.
Never before in the history of radio, television, film or dance bars has there been a show like The Seen and the Unseen. Well, it's mostly about the scene because who knows what the unseen is. And it's a podcast hosted by Amit Verma. You can check it all out on iTunes, and now you can download the IVM app on Google Play as well. The Seen and the Unseen.
Hey man, just help me out, man. I need some podcast, man. I haven't had a fix in a week. Just need some.
Don't you worry about it. I got podcast galore for you, man. Just go to ivmpodcast.com. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Thanks, man. I'm gonna check it out.